Hey, hi, how you going? It's me, Pal Tamer, and today we're trying out the arena to see if we can beat all of the master rank opponents using only the 3 starter pals. Let's check it out. So real quick before we get into the actual fights, let's go through the build that we're using for this ragtag group of beginner pals. We've got Cativa, Chikipi, and Lamball, and these guys are frothing for a fight. So you can see we're leveled up to 65, we've got level 10 Trust, we've got the best passive skills in Demon God, Legend, Musclehead, and Serenity, which is a really good passive skill set for any combat-oriented pal. And then for the active skills, I've gone for Airblade, Meteor Rain, and Holy Burst. And there's a couple of reasons that I've opted for these attacks. The first is just that Holy Burst and Airblade are already incredibly powerful moves, but we're also using all neutral pals, so we're going to get the same type attack bonus on both of these. And as for Meteor Rain, it's just a really good AoE attack, but I also wanted to make sure we had a dragon type attack to help cover for some of the dark types that we're going to encounter, such as Shadowbeak on the Black Marketeer and things like that. So I wanted to make sure we've got that super effective damage to hopefully just shred those guys apart before they can do too much damage to us. And as far as the player build goes, the only thing that's going to matter are the accessories, because I'm not going to be doing any of the damage throughout the fight. I want to see if these pals can complete the content on their own like many of the other arena teams can. So for accessories, we've got the attack support whistle 2, we've got the neutral support whistle, which is going to boost their Holy Burst and Air Blades, and then we've got the defense support whistle 1 and 2 to make them a little bit tankier, and I'm going to be feeding them the Mammoris curry. And remember, if you enjoyed this content, like, comment, and subscribe. It all really helps support the channel a lot. But let's move on to the actual fights. Okay, so first up, we've got the friendly Pal Tamer. We've got Celestia, Selvagus, Xenogard, Walaska, and Saline. I'm not sure what he's going to bring. We'll find out in a second. Okay, we got the Walaska, the Selvagus, and a Saline. I feel like that Walaska is just going to be easy pickings for our Holy Burst. So we'll see what they open with. We've got the Meteor Rain opening, triple Meteor Rains. You can see that does a fair bit of AoE damage. I was hoping it'd do a bit more though. Okay, but this fight, you can just see right there, this fight is not going to be a problem. The Holy Burst are absolutely tearing apart those large pals. And for anyone wondering why you don't use something like Frost Stallion in the Xeno Lord fight instead of Bastagor, that right there is the reason why. Because large pals just get absolutely shredded by Holy Burst, because more of the Holy Burst blades hit them than smaller pals. So if you're wondering why, you just saw it there. But that was an easy one. We didn't even get below half health. Let's move on to the next. Okay, so we got Legend Loving Researcher here, and I don't think I'm too worried about any of these pals. Really, the most problematic opponents are really just the ones that do a whole bunch of damage themselves. So you got your Black Marketeers, you got your Metal Merchant with the minigun, and whatever the Samurai's name is, he's going to do a lot of damage from at least the experience I've had so far in the arena. We've got our triple Meteor Rain opening again. We've got double Holy Burst coming out, and you can see that's just shredding those larger pals like the Quiven. The boys have their back against the wall a little bit. Oh, they are taking a fair bit of damage. That Orsurk is doing some hurt to us. We might lose the Lamball, but I think he's definitely gonna. We got the Holy Burst to clean up the Quiven. Yep, surely. Now this Xenogard, we're taking him down with the Meteor Rains. That should clean him up there with all that AoE damage stacking up. And that Orsurk's going down really quickly. Easy, another one. We didn't even lose any pals there. Pretty close to losing the Lamball, but another clean victory for the boys. Let's check out the next. Ooh, okay, Dr. Brawn here, and this one does look a little bit dangerous because we have got the 3 Shadowbeaks, so hopefully our Meteor Rains can clean those up before they do too much damage. Okay, he's only bringing 2, and we've been able to handle the Xenogard so far, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see how much damage this triple Meteor Rain does. It's doing a fair bit. Holy Burst is in. Okay, Holy Burst is just going to save the day again. That move just needs a bit of a nerf, to be honest. And we're really enjoying getting the stab damage on that. We might lose the Chikipi. This is close. Okay, we get the first knockout on a Shadowbeak, and maybe a Holy Burst kill the second. Not quite. We do still take the second knockout. Look at this guy. This guy's just hanging. Is that out? That looked like our own Meteor Rain hitting our Chikipi, but no damage, thankfully. We are going to clean this in and get up fast. That should kill him there. Yep, done. Okay, not a problem. Third fight, 3-0. Haven't even lost a pal so far. The boys are doing well. Let's see who's up next. Okay, we're on to the Moonflower Jonin next, and I am a little bit worried about this one because I know from previous fights or previous arena experience that this guy does do a lot of damage to my pals. So I don't know if these squishy little guys are going to be able to take it, to be honest. But we'll find out. You can see, yeah, he's hitting my... Oh, he's hitting my Cativa. My Cativa's dead already. He's hitting it for too much. Can I get in the way? I need to get in the way. Let me get in the way of these. Can I get the aggro of this guy? Come on, follow me. Okay, is he onto me? Oh, no, he's still hitting Lamball. Okay, it looks like he's onto me now. That's good. Let's just see if we can hold this aggro. I think Cativa's done. Yeah, Cativa's knocked out. Okay, it looks like we've got the Moonflower's actual attention now. Yeah, he's on me. That's good. But I don't know if these pals are going to be able to bring it back. We've got Holy Burst in there. Gangler's nearly down, which is nice. Moonflower's still sticking on us. I think we're going to lose the Chikipi first. This is going to be so close. They're holding in. Now that the Moonflower's not attacking them, they are holding in. The boys are clawing it back. This is going to be a massive comeback if they can take this. The Meteor Rains are chipping away. Chikipi's down. Holy Burst takes out 2. Lamball comes in clutch. I need to edit this and play that back in slow motion. That was so close. That's about as close as it gets. Let's run it back. All right, we've got Veteran Hunter up next, and I don't think I'm really worried about any of these pals. We've already seen we can handle the Shadowbeaks pretty easily, so not too much to worry us there. And they don't even bring the Shadowbeak. We've got Grisbold, Orsurk, and Lylene. And let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoy this kind of content. I know it's a little different to what I'm normally doing, which is more tutorial based, and this is more of a showcase or a let's play. Though it is cool to test all of these pals and see how they go in the arena. That move looks thick, by the way. That looks really cool. I'm gonna have to put that on some of my pals just for fun. But yeah, give me some feedback in the comments down below if you want to see more of it. And if you guys want any of these pals, like any of the Chikipi or the Cativa or the Lamball, feel free to join the community Discord, which I'll link in the description below, and then head into the trading and giveaway area. And I do a whole bunch of giveaways there. I usually schedule time over the weekends, about an hour or so, to try and coordinate jumping into people's worlds and using the global power box to send pals your way. Make sure if you want that, you're subscribed to the channel, but it's completely free. I don't ask for any pals in return. It's just a good way to connect with the community and give something back for all the support you guys give me. So that's an option you have. Link is in the description. See you there or not. Okay, Fiery Pal Tamer up next, and this guy's pals might look scary, but they are all incredibly large, which makes them all incredibly vulnerable to the Holy Burst effect. I think, okay, we don't see the Yormantide Ignis, which could have done a fair bit of damage, but is also extra big. But these guys should all still take a lot of AoE damage. We've got the triple Holy Burst to start with. And now our, not Holy Burst, our Meteor Rains were in. Now we've got the Holy Burst. That didn't do as much as I thought it might. We've got that move again. This looks really cool. Oh, with the fire and the meteors, that looks like hell. That is absolute chaos. And it's actually doing a lot of damage. Chikipi is taking a beating. Okay, the Blaze Howl is now taking some single target from the Air Blades, and we've got the Meteor Rain hitting him. That should take him down. Okay, we do get the first knockout. Though we're looking in pretty rough shape. We might get the knockout on the player first. If my pals can target the player, well, the NPC, I think they're going to have to, or we're in trouble. Yeah, let's just get this player down. I actually don't know what makes them target the player versus the pals. It might just be their vicinity, but if you do know, let me know in the comments down below. This Meteor Rain should clean this guy up. And I think we actually needed that. Is it going to get him? Just someone hit him with it. Yeah, Holy Burst. Okay, there we go. I think we actually needed that because that Reptiro might have been able to clean that fight up otherwise, but we do come in clutch there. So far undefeated. These guys are looking pretty strong. Okay, Black Marketeer up next, and this guy, as anyone who has used the arena a lot knows, can do a lot of damage to your pals very quickly if you're not using some of the meta pals to clear this stuff AFK. So I am just going to have to jump straight in the way of the minigun, similar to the strategy we saw with the Moonflower Jonin in the end, and get that attention on us. So we'll get straight in there, block some of that damage. Okay, he's stopped, he's been knocked off guard. That's good. We're doing a fair bit of damage. This is good burst damage. Get back in the way of that. He's hitting his own Shadowbeak. That's nice. And getting knocked up here might actually help us because it's harder for that minigun to hit. We're doing a lot of damage. This is nice. The Shadowbeak's going down and the Blazamut's going down. Keep getting in the way of the bullets here. The Airblades. Airblades really good as well because that stops him from firing at us. We get the first knockout. This is looking really good. I think we might do this. We've got 2 knockouts. We've lost the Chikipi. Black Marketeer took that down. But it's 2v1. What are you doing, Cativa? Do something. Attack. No. Okay, it's 1v1 now. Oh no, I need to get away. Okay, the boys take their first L. This is an emotional time. This is an emotional time. They've lost. All right, revenge match is on the cards. We've got Metal Merchant, which is the Black Marketeer's baby brother. So this should be a good comeback story for us. Boys are looking ready for the fight. We've got Warsec Terror, Dummid, and Menacing Terror. Warsec Terror is actually my favorite pal in the game. That dude looks sick. I am going to try and jump in the way of the minigun here. That's going to be the end power, which is really annoying. Oh, thankfully, Menacing Terror just takes some bullets for us and gets in the way. And we've got the Holy Bursts. Menacing's already getting pretty low, which is nice. Getting thrown around here a bit. My rule was I am not allowed to do any damage to the pals, which you may remember. So my pals have to do all the damage, but I certainly can jump in the way of the bullets. There was no rule against that. So, you know, there's no rule that a dog can't play basketball. I am going to soak bullets for my homies. So if that dude starts firing again, there we go. Let's get in the way of that. And thankfully, this guy doesn't seem to shoot for as long as the Black Marketeer does, so he's just not doing as much damage as the Black Marketeer, and I think it shows in the results here. Our pals are cleaning this up. We're already 1 KO up. Dummid should be about to die to the meteor rains. Oliver, okay, he's dead. And then Black Marketeer, sorry, Metal Merchant himself's taking a lot of damage here. Oh, but Warsec's gonna die first. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Warsec down. That was a nice, easy revenge match. I feel like with the way all these fights have been going, we should be able to easily clear up all of the other pals. I think we've only got 2 more to go, so we'll see how they go. Okay, Feybreak Berserker, we finally found it. I was backing in and out a lot trying to find this one. It actually took me about half an hour to get this fight, so hopefully we don't just lose on the spot, but I don't think we're gonna. These pals are all incredibly large, so I suspect that Holy Burst is just gonna be eating good tonight. So let's see how that goes. We're opening with a Holy Burst too. Ooh, Cativa and Chikipi taking some big damage there, and they're frozen. Okay, not a problem though. Not a problem. We've already taken a knockout. Walaska's looking pretty low as well over in the back there. Hard to see through all of this. Okay, Walaska doing its exclusive move. Did that miss? I don't know. But Walaska should go down. There we go. Airblade to finish off. And we're just down to this Reptiro. Shouldn't cause too many issues. Obviously, the damage to us is reduced because all their pals are dead, so we're not really in any danger here, just sentimental at this point. There we go. He's down, and I think we should now just have the Master Pal Tamer left to go, so let's try and find that fight. Okay, we've got the Master Pal Tamer up last, and I'm mostly worried about this Bastigor, I think, because at this point, I'm not worried about Shadowbeaks. I initially thought that was going to be a problem, but it turns out not to be. Meteor Rain probably wasn't even needed. You could probably swap that out for something else. He doesn't even bring the Bastigor. So we've got Shadowbeak, Anubis, and Azamane. And we're opening with the triple Meteor Rains, doing a bunch of damage there. Okay, double Holy Bursts. And they're just going to tear those pals apart. Ooh. Ooh, Lamball does take a bit of a hit there. Shadowbeak's down first, so we take the first knockout. Anubis is looking low as well. Look at this guy back into the corner. They're just pounding on him. Okay, Anubis jumps in there to save the day, but he doesn't make it very long. And we've got a 3v1 pretty quickly, and it's over. That's a little bit of overkill there. We've got some more meteor rains going off. And that was the last fight. So we managed to go, what was that, 8 for 1. So not bad for some beginner pals. But that's everything for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let me know in the comments down below what your favorite arena team is. And for the record, the boys did eventually manage to beat the Black Marketeer on their own, but it did take me 4 attempts, so I wouldn't rely on these guys doing it consistently, but they were a ton of fun to use nonetheless. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.